recently had the pleasure of reading Anxious People, a book that's both comforting and thought-provoking. This novel by Frederick Backman delves into the complexities of human emotions, relationships, and anxieties. It's set in a small town and revolves around a failed bank robbery that turns into a peculiar hostage situation during an apartment viewing. The author quite beautifully portrays the anxieties that people carry with them. Anxieties, a subject that's all too relatable in daily life. I know it touches many of us, and I'd like to share my own experience on this. Anxiety is something I've dealt with for a significant part of my life. That persistent sense of dread for no apparent reason has left me exhausted more times than I can remember. For a long time, I kept this feeling to myself and didn't find the need to voice it out to anyone. I can probably pinpoint a specific period in my life when my anxiety got stronger. It was when I moved to a new city at the age of 18 to work as a flight attendant. I remember the day I had to go for my first flight. My pickup was scheduled at 4:30 a.m. The alarm went off at 3:30 a.m. and I just lay there, still, sweating profusely and plotting reasons to call in sick. The anxiety was paralyzing. I don't think it was only the first flight jitters and facing so many new people. It was definitely something more. 5 years later, I resigned from my job as a flight attendant to pursue higher education. College began and I was completely lost, overwhelmed, and started questioning my life's direction. On certain mornings, it was impossible for me to leave my bed. As I progressed in my post-college career and took on leadership roles in the corporate world, my anxiety worsened. Through the years, I've made efforts to identify my triggers, understand my thought patterns, and develop healthier ways of coping with anxiety. Opening up about my insecurities and fears with someone I trust and who listens without judgment has proven to be a great help. However, there are times when I refrain from sharing too much due to the fear of being judged or when I don't feel safe enough to express myself. There have also been moments when I go to great lengths to avoid certain situations or individuals that could trigger my anxiety. In all honesty, I still do. If for some reason I have to meet people I'm not comfortable with, I practice all the different conversations in my head, and the next few days are then spent in overanalyzing my performance, going through each and every detail. One thing I've learned is that it's not about erasing anxiety entirely, but rather about managing it, learning to coexist with it, and not letting it control my life. Just like everyone, I have my good days and bad days, but every effort to navigate through anxiety is a victory. How do you cope with anxiety? If you have your own approach of managing it and are willing to share, please feel free to write it in the comments.